So discussing the Westbrook signing that just happened, earlier today, I still don't understand why he decided to stay. I mean, I'm glad he decided to stay for, for the fans and for the organization. I'm happy for them. Smart move by Sam Presti to get him locked up for a couple years. It's about the same as Mike Conley's deal. 3 years, $85 million. He'll be getting, annually what Mike Conley will be getting, which is smart by them. Lock him up now, but he'll be a free agent in 2018. Who knows if he'll really stay? But it looks like he's in for the long haul, which is great for the organization, great for them. But also, you have to understand that people just automatically assume he's going to, lead the team and to the finals. Looking at these stats is a little staggering. Over the last 8 seasons that he's played with and without Kevin Durant, 28 points per game, which is good, but 7 rebounds a game, 8.5 assists, 5 turnovers, and he's shooting, 42% from the field, and he's jacking up, you know, 23 shots a game pretty much is still staggering to me. It's a little bit appalling that he's, even though he's without Kevin Durant, but people automatically assume that he's going to do better. He's going to pass the ball more. He's a different player. I hear that going on. But we're looking at this roster. Yes, Steve Adams is good. Nick Collison is a good role player. He's a little older. Getting Ilyasova is good. I like Enes Kanter, but some of these players are a little bit old. Have Muhammad, he's pretty much, washed up. Anthony Morrow's good, but he's not good defensively. He's a good shooter. Victor Oladipo is an awesome pickup, and I like Cameron Payne, and Andre Robertson is a good defensive player, but he can't shoot, and Sabonis is not knowing what he can do in the NBA yet. So you have to take that in consideration. Now, go to my point of Blake Griffin. Now, a lot of people are just automatically penciling in that he's going to be going to the Oklahoma City Thunder after he's a free agent this year, which there are a slew of free agents coming out of the class next year, which is going to be crazy. People are just going to be going crazy, but most of them probably going to stay at home. I think Blake Griffin will probably stay in LA unless it's, if they just have a bad season and nothing comes of it. If they're just riddled with injuries, they haven't been out the second round since the big three their big three have come to pass. But I just feel like people need to automatically hold their horses, see what's going to happen first. Don't just automatically pencil them in if it be an Oklahoma City jersey, which would be amazing for them. But in the same aspect, they need to slow the roll, see what's going to happen first, because there's no guarantee that he might not just sign his extension before the year is up. It's to stay in LA, play with Chris Paul, maybe give that another chance. But Chris Paul's also a free agent too. That's interesting. I mean, I'm not saying he's going to Oklahoma City or anything, but who knows if he's going to stay. Doc Rivers is probably going to do everything he can not to let him leave. Chris Paul loves Los Angeles, which is understandable. He almost was traded there by my Lakers. But if you want to check out that video, that'll be in the description. But, Steve Ballmer is a really good owner, and he is, trying to press them and make them stay together. And but he needs to make some moves too for that team and that franchise. But that's another story. But we'll see, if he masterminds something, if he can work out something with either Chris Paul or he can do something. But I honestly think he'll keep Chris Paul and not Blake Griffin. I think he wants them both, but if he had to choose, he'll probably keep Chris Paul over Blake Griffin. But moving back to Russell Westbrook, everybody automatically is penciling him in for the MVP, which, he's going to be a top 3 candidate no matter what. He's going to put up crazy stats, but those stats don't lead to wins. That was proven when he tried to do it without Kevin Durant a couple years ago, and his team fell short of making the playoffs. But, everybody has to hold their horses and understand there's going to be new transition for both of them, Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please subscribe and like.